Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's time to do another Monday Night Raw review. And to be honest, it wasn't too bad. This wasn't too bad of a show. It did feel slow at times. And yeah, that's just me being honest. And so the show began with MVP in his little VIP lounge. This time he had the women, Shayna, Asuka, and Nia. And Shayna and Asuka both end up kicking Nia Jax out of the ring. And because this was the go home show before Money in the Bank, does this tell me that Nia Jax is actually winning? Well, if you know WWE, when it comes to the go home shows, that's exactly what they do. They tell us whatever happens on the go home show means either insert name is winning or insert name is not winning. So believe me if you want to. You don't have to believe me. But I think there's a chance that Nia Jax could win Money in the Bank. Because they also confirmed that Becky Lynch will confront the winner of the Money in the Bank. So I'm assuming they're probably going to have the Money in the Bank cash-in on that episode of Raw. Regardless if Becky Lynch beats them or not. I will laugh if Becky Lynch beats the Money in the Bank winner. I will really laugh. And just to anger the fans even more, really. Because the fans are starting to get tired of Becky Lynch's title run. Which I'm not. I'm not getting bored of it. I mean, it's not like Becky's gotten stale. She's not stale. She hasn't been getting boring at all. People are just mad. It's because this is exactly what they wanted. They wanted Becky Lynch to become the face of the company. And now that she is, fans are angry. Fans cannot stand that Becky Lynch is getting the popularity that they all wanted her to have. So we had a last chance gauntlet match. It involved Bobby Lashley. It had Bobby Lashley, it had Titus O'Neil, Akira Tozawa, Shelton Benjamin. So Bobby Lashley eliminated those three bums. Then we had Alberto Carrillo, and he ended up beating Bobby Lashley got himself disqualified. Then he beat Angel Garza and Austin Theory. And then AJ Styles was the last one to come out. So everybody predicted that many people predicted that AJ Styles was going to be in this match. I think a lot of people predicted he was going to be a part of this. And yeah, AJ returned and he's now in the Money in the Bank. He's got Apollo Crews' position. There was rumors going around that Apollo Crews could be turning heel. Now, you guys let me know down below, do you guys envision Apollo Crews as a heel? I personally can. I could see it. I could see it working. But we'll have to wait and see. Seth Rollins sent a message to Mcintyre ahead of Money in the Bank, which I don't really understand Seth Rollins' motivation when it comes to that. To me, it's just really weird that he's just saying he has to win. It's like he believes that Drew McIntyre can't be a leader. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. That he believes that if he's the leader, he would bring Raw to the future. I don't know about that, but I can definitely see his motivations, I guess. But at the same time, I don't really get it. Then we had Ricochet and Cedric Alexander take on Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink, two of MVP's new clients. And to my surprise, sorry about that, I had an interruption. Where was I? Oh yeah, Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne. To my surprise, they gave Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink the victory. Two guys from Australia. And And I'm happy. To be fair, I'm actually very happy that they actually gave our Australians a win. And I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to be angry that Ricochet got pinned. And look, I don't care. Look, I like Ricochet, okay? Just because he lost to a pair of NXT guys doesn't mean he's buried. That's the thing that has been driving me crazy throughout this entire time. Every single time a person loses a match, fans automatically assume this person is buried. Like, I remember years ago when Bray Wyatt was losing to people like Roman and John Cena and Randy Orton, like all these top guys he was losing to. I remember every single time he would lose a feud, people would say he's buried. But Bray would come back every week. He would come back and have a new feud. And he would have another feud, and then another feud, and then another feud. If you're going to talk about buried, you got to talk about people like what happened to EC3. Eric Young. No Way Jose. People who never get TV time. Those are the people that get buried. People that appear on television every week, those people are not buried. I have been against this whole buried thing for years. I've been against it for years. I've been against it for years and years and years, and how people just shove that word down our throats. And I've been saying how much I hate that word. And it's getting to a point where it happens all the time. It just happens all the time, and it's just like, you know, what's the entire point, really? Like, why do you even bother trying to explain it to a bunch of wrestling fans? Because these wrestling fans just don't get it. They think if you lose a match, WWE doesn't give a shit about you. I mean, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. And I remember hearing people bitching about how WWE have treated their NXT wrestlers like a bunch of jokes. Oh, they've been having these NXT guys job to the main roster guys. And they finally have an NXT pairing beat a main roster pairing, and now I'm hearing people complaining that Ricochet has just been ruined because he couldn't beat Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink. Seriously, why? And, like, honestly, why do people do this? It's, you're double standard. What are you? Are you happy that an NXT talent actually got a win? Or are you pissed off that these NXT talents are losing? You need to make up your mind. When you say you want something, be happy you got it. Don't get all pissed and angry that something you got happened and then you act like you never wanted it. And it seems like Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink are now officially on the main roster now. With this victory, it must tell me they're officially on the main roster now. You can't tell me that these guys are still in NXT when they picked up a victory over a main roster pairing. I am happy for these guys, mainly because they're Australian, just like me. These guys are talented. I'm glad Shane Thorne is finally getting television time. This guy was mistreated in NXT. And it's not because he's a jobber, or he was a joke, or he was a bum, or if he's a bad wrestler. He has all the talent in the world to be a great wrestler. He has so much talent, Shane Thorne. He had the potential to be a tag team champion with Nick Miller when they were known as the Mighty. But they released Nick Miller, and Shane Thorne was left all by himself in NXT, doing goddamn nothing, and they've finally given him someone, and now he's finally getting opportunities. I'm just happy he got a win. I'm just happy he got a win, honestly. So I'm very happy about that. Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink, congratulations to you guys. Good victory. Hopefully that keeps going. and continue to build momentum for Australia. Then we had the Viking Raiders versus the Street Profits, and jokes on me, I thought this was for the belts. No joke. No joke. I thought this was for the belts. Because the way they were hyping it up, they were hyping it up like it was a title match. And then when the match was over, and they said it was a non-title match, when I found out it was a non-title match, I was like, oh, well, joke's on me. I thought this was for the belts. Because they made it sound like it was for the belts. Because I made a tweet saying, will their title reign come to an end tonight? And I didn't get informed by anyone that said, oh yeah, by the way, mate, this is a non-title match. I wasn't informed it was a non-title match. I thought it was a title match. But the Viking Raiders got the win. So it seems like we're going to be getting a title match. We're probably going to get a title match with them at Money in the Bank. Next we had Charlotte, everybody's favourite female, everyone's favourite, because everyone loves to talk about how talented the Queen is and how she's one of the best promo workers on the roster. Everyone loves Charlotte Flair. Come on. Everybody loves Charlotte Flair. Charlotte will be focusing on her match with Io Shirai. And then out came Liv Morgan. And when I heard Liv Morgan's music, I was like, oh, here we go. I was like, okay, here we go. Now we're going to be getting the whole Charlotte Flair buried another talent bullshit. As I said before, I am done with people saying people got buried. Charlotte Flair didn't bury Liv Morgan at all. Liv Morgan had 2 wins over Ruby Riott, and then you're going to put her up against Charlotte? Look, it's great to see her go up against a top star like Charlotte, but everybody knew she wasn't going to win. I always thought it'd be cool just to have a rookie upset somebody. But then again, you know, it's Charlotte Flair. I mean, with Charlotte Flair's win, there's no way you can convince me that she's... Well, I guess maybe you can convince me that Charlotte will probably beat Io because it's Charlotte. But I'm just saying, with this victory, who knows? She could lose to Io. But I know, but I know it won't happen. People are putting up with Charlotte Flair twice a week. Well, you guys better hope and pray Triple H decides to pull the plug on the Charlotte Flair experiment in NXT this coming Thursday. Yes, Thursday. And the main event was Drew McIntyre and Buddy Murphy. And Buddy Murphy loses again. He takes a Claymore kick straight to the face. And Seth Rollins attacked Drew afterwards. And that's pretty much all. That's pretty much everything. Don't really have a lot to say about it, honestly. There you guys go. That's your Monday Night Raw review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. Comment down below your opinions. And I will see you all next time.